Hey everybody, I'm Rousseau and I do a little work here and there. You are watching Raconteur Weekly. And this week, believe it or not, we're talking about paper again. Or cardstock, just whatever. But really, I'm talking about scaling existing cardstock models. If you've been watching for a while, you know I try to look for toys that are either in scale or just about in scale with a 28mm miniature. And for reference, the scale that I would use is 1 to 43.5, but really anything from 1 to 40 to 1 to 48 probably look alright. Really just depends on what it is. Here we've got Samus Aran next to a Ford Mustang, which is in the scale of 1 to 43. Not 43.5, just 43. I mean, I guess it could be 43.5 and, just nobody's telling me. And I'd say, yeah, it's about right. It looks a little small, but you gotta remember that the classic Mustangs, the original ones, they're pretty small cars to begin with. Here's Samus next to a Volkswagen van that is in a scale of 1 to 40, and you don't notice much of a difference. It might be a little big, but it's not too much bigger than it should be. Plus, you really kind of want things to be a little bit bigger because the 1-inch bases that you put on all the miniatures can be a little deceptive. It can make vehicles look like they're too small, even if they are the right size. So yeah, 1 to 40, that's totally fine. So what have I done? Well, I got a copy of model card number 38. Model Card is a Polish outfit, one of a few that I know of actually, and they do mostly military models, so I took this Volkswagen Gebelwagen, I think that's how it's pronounced, and I set off to do my thing. Unfortunately, this is like most car models, like the plastic kits you'd buy in stores, so it's in the scale of 1 to 25. And you see that a lot, 1 to 25 or 1 to 24. So I just wanted to see what would happen if I scaled it down. So this is most of the body of the car. It's missing those raised panels on the sides. It's missing a lot of things. So I just wanted to see which parts would be too small to cut out. And I will say, to make the 1 to 25 model into a 1 to 43.5 model, you've got to make it 57.47% its original size or thereabout. So, some of the pieces, they can get a little small. But I was able to put all this together. I could have gotten it more complete. I think the only parts that would have been, not impossible, but more or less possible would be the windshield wipers. Those were tiny. I haven't even put the windshield together because part thickness starts to be a little bit of an issue. My Polish is not good, I guess I should say. If you asked anyone that I know if I speak Polish, they would probably say no. So the instructions were a little lost on me. Now, I did glean that some parts were supposed to be on millimeter card and some parts were supposed to be on 0.5 millimeter card. But, this cardstock I'm using is nearly 1/4 of a millimeter already. I've scaled it down to about 60% its original size, so my options there are limited. Fortunately, it seems to have gone together all right. There are a few issues matching a couple of the pieces up, but, it's so small, if you fudge it a little bit, nobody's going to notice. The other little bit that I did is a tire, because the tires seem like they would be the most challenging part of the build. A lot of this doesn't include any sort of tabbing, so like a traditional Papercraft, you'll have little triangle tabs, and some of this did have the little triangle tabs, or just have whatever shaped tab. But the tires and the fenders and a lot of the other parts did not. So it's really just a matter of putting some glue on the edge, holding the two pieces together, and hoping for the best. But yeah, this is an experiment. I'm probably not going to finish this one because I don't really have much a use for it, but I do like the tires, and even though I would do them differently, I think the tread is a really nice touch. So yeah, 1 to 25 models I'm probably going to stay away from. Next time I do this, we'll try something that's in 1 to 33 or 1 to 35, because I do have a few of those. So until next time, you've been watching Raconteur Weekly on Rousseau Works, and I am Rousseau, out.